Now, Deb, you know, when I woke you up,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and you were in a sleep, and just kind of picture yourself as being a person that is in a senior living, or you're in a home just like you are now,
Mm-hmm.
and I am waking you up, and I basically kind of went to your shoulder, and I kind of rubbed on your shoulder to get you up.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel? What are some of the emotions that you felt during the time that I was trying to awaken you?
Startled and scared.
You felt startled.
Mm-hmm.
You felt scared.
Yeah.
Um, why did you feel scared?
Because I didn't know you.
You didn't know me. Any other thoughts that you felt like that the reason why you felt scared, or whether or not you felt like you startled and you were just fearful?
Just fearful.
Okay. And what are some of the reactions or some of the emotions, other emotions that were running through your body? You didn't know who I was, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you also felt fearful.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also used a word called startled,
Yeah.
right? And so you were startled. Why? Why did you
It
feel
was
like
like a
you're,
jar. Jar.
I kind of
Jar.
shook you?
Mm-hmm.
And so immediately, what did you want to do during that time? Did you, how did you, what kind of action did you want to do during that time when I was either shaking you, moving you, or just trying to wake you up? What did you feel during that time that you wanted? What kind of,
Back away.
you wanted to back,
Yeah.
you wanted to back away?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just want to exit?
Yeah.
You just wanted to kind of, and again, what we call it the amygdala gets aroused in the brain. We have our amygdala, and our amygdala is going to either be a fight, a flight, or fright, and some of it is a freeze. And you weren't freezing; you were basically getting ready to just, you were fearful, and you were in a fright,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not really sure who I was, and you didn't really know what I was doing, did you?
No.
And you also got to remember too is that you had been asleep, maybe let's say over the duration of the night. You were asleep probably over a 6 hour period, maybe an 8 hour period, maybe even longer, but let's say on an average about 7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were sleeping for 7 hours and I had just woken you up, you probably, A, just like you didn't know who I was, and B, you didn't know why I was doing what I was doing. Because the last time, because just in a normal patient, when somebody startles us,
Mm-hmm.
you know first of all we got to collect ourselves and determine where we are, and also who's in the room with us. So you can only imagine what a dementia patient, or a person living with dementia, is
Yeah.
going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be very frightful because they can't recognize, or they are familiar with maybe one caregiver, or maybe a new caregiver comes into the room, and that really startles them.
Yeah.
You know. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into another exercise, and we're going to be able to demonstrate. I'm going to demonstrate for you, and as a trainer, and we're going to demonstrate what a professional approach to care, the technique, so that we can actually wake you in a method that would actually take away and reduce that amygdala, basically calm you, to where basically we're not going to be able to get into your intimate space. So your intimate space is going to be anywhere from here down to your knees. That is your space. And I don't want to really I'm not allowed, and I should not go into your intimate space without first getting a permission, or be able to ease into it through your permission. Okay.
Mhm.
So now what we're getting ready to do is we're going to react that same skit or the same type of demonstration, but we're going to demonstrate the right way, or basically the positive approach to care way that would actually make you feel much, much better. Okay?
Mhm.
All right, let's do that and let's show that. So now you're going to you're going to you're going to be asleep, okay? And you're going to close your eyes, and then I'm going to approach you just like I did before, but in a different way. Okay? So go ahead.
Mhm.
Okay? All right. Hey,
Hey,
how are you doing?
I'm fine.
You doing okay this morning?
I'm fine.
Did you have a good night's rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
What's that smile you have on your face? You look so much prettier when you have a smile on your face. Yeah. And those pajamas you have on,
Mhm.
that's I love white pajamas because
Yeah.
they look clean, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to I'm usually around this space. I'm actually kind of looking at our spacing, and then I'm also going to step to my side, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to step to my side, and then I'm going to come over here and first of all, before I do that, I'm going to basically, when I woke you up, if you were already awake, I would have kind of addressed myself, and I would have said, "Hey, Deb, this is Gary. Hey, how are you?"
Mhm.
And then I would have, put out my hand for
Mhm.
you to acknowledge me
Mhm.
and to see how you felt about my approach. But knowing that you're sleeping, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to go outside of your intimate space. Again, we talked about your intimate space being from here up to your shoulders area.
Mhm.
I wanted to come outside of your intimate space. How did you feel there versus the last time? How did you feel when I was
Calm.
calm?
Real calm. Mhm.
What other things did you
Just
feel?
relax.
Just relaxed?
Calm.
Kind of moving from asleep into an awake where you didn't kind of feel repeat some of the emotions that you had felt the first time we had done it.
Scared.
Scared,
Mhm.
fearful,
Frightened. Yeah.
frightened.
Mhm.
Did you feel any of those emotions when I came in with a little bit more relaxed way where I actually did not violate any of your intimate space?
No.
Okay. And why do you think that is where I actually started down here? Did you feel like that why do you think that is I was able to put you more at in a relaxed environment or a relaxed behavior?
It's out of the space.
It's out of
my
your
space.
it's out of your intimate space,
Yeah.
and you didn't feel like that you had to maybe defend yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and also, um, I'm going to basically come over here to the side, and I'm going to, again, instead of us being straight on or straight ahead like this, okay, in more of a confrontational way, I'm going to remove that confrontation by actually coming over here to your dominant side,
Mhm.
and you're right-handed, correct?
Mhm.
So I'm going to come over to your right side, and I'm actually going to stoop down, and I'm actually going to get below your level. And so then that way, you are going to be the superior, and I'm going to be the inferior. So you're actually going to be higher than me. Hopefully, you'll be high. I know I'm tall, but you're going to be superior, and I'm going to be inferior.
Mhm.
And that should put you at ease as opposed to me being up here looking down at you. That's a little intimidating right here. But hopefully by you feeling like that now I'm down here in a crouch position, and I'm also going to feel that I'm going to be in a little bit more comforting position,
Mhm.
right? And then what we're going to do is we're also going to do basically a hand under hand approach. And that hand under hand approach, just for the sake of just showing it, is going to be my hand under your hand.
Mhm.
And then if I need to, I'm actually going to put my left hand over your top of your hand. And actually, that's probably going to feel much better or feel more secure for you, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Okay. Kind of help me understand. Tell me some of the things like with me versus shaking your hand, okay, or holding it like this. What would you more prefer? Me shaking your hand, or even holding your hand like this, or if you wanted me to do a hand under hand approach, which one feels more comfortable to you?
That one, the hand over the hand.
The hand under hand?
Mhm.
How does that, and why do you think some of that kind of feels a
More
little different?
control.
More
control.
More control?
Mhm.
Do you feel like maybe that if I needed to get you up out of the chair, is that I would probably be a little bit more in control of being able to move you as opposed to just this here,
Yeah. Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So this feels a little bit more
Stronger.
stronger.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Does it feel anything else that you feel?
Just more confident.
More confident?
To do things. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then how did you feel about my position? About my position as opposed to being lower, as opposed to being more upright, as far as being higher? Did you feel like that you were more at relaxed with me being more in a
Yeah. More lower.
more lower?
Mhm.
Okay.
Level. Same level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same level or me lower?
Lower. Yeah.
Okay. Same level or me lower? Okay. And then what we can do too, and we can use that hand under hand by basically I can at the bottom of your palm is a sensory, and what we can do there is I can put you at ease and be able to, if I wanted to get your attention, I could actually kind of, massage or pump the bottom of your palm and be able to get your attention
Mhm.
and be able to get you to look toward me.
Mhm.
Because once I'm actually going to squeeze your hand, and I'm going to be very careful though, because I'm going to be extremely careful because you may have some arthritis in this hand.
Mhm.
And I want to make sure that I don't basically squeeze or hold and that's really important for me to know about your profile. Before I actually walk into the room, I'm going to make sure that I do not violate any type of physical ailment that you have.
Mhm.
Okay? And then, because my concern is I'm going to make sure that my priority is to make sure that you feel the best you can feel while you're in my care. Okay? And so, with me doing that, then that way I can come in during a wake up time. I can move out of your intimate space by going down here in your knee area
Mhm.
and not above between here and your shoulders.
Mhm.
Okay. And then I can actually turn sideways, which is less confrontational.
Mhm.
And then I can actually put you at ease as well by doing the hand under hand, and that would make you feel or hopefully help you with that feeling of comfort, that feeling of strength, or that feeling of confidence.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Anything else that you feel
Just more at ease.
more at ease?
Yeah.
So contrasting, looking at the difference between those two approaches, how do you think that as you, as a CNA, as a nurse, as you would come into a room, how do you feel like you would take that exercise toward the end, that technique that we did with the professional approach to care? How do you feel like we would basically take that and implement that into your daily routine of you being a caregiver? Do you think you could actually do that exercise or demonstration of actually going to the knee area and then kind of waking up
Oh, yeah.
waking
Mhm.
up the person with dementia.
Yeah.
And then you could kind of slide.
Get them at ease. Don't startle them, scare them.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's going to kind of set the tone for your day, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you wake somebody up and you startle them to beginning, they're not going to have too good of a start of the day. And then basically what you're going to do is it's going to be a much easier transition out of the sleep pattern into the waking pattern. And then it's going to be much easier. And you'll remember exactly how I handled you.
Yeah.
Just by familiarity. You're going to be able to see how I handled you so that you're going to trust me a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right? It's all about trust, and I'm
Right.
going to try to develop that trust through how I handle my technique and how professional I am with you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? All right.